Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with a shooting pain in your leg, a sudden cramp that jolts you out of sleep and leaves you helpless in the dark? This painful stab that grips the muscle like a vice is an all-too-common experience for many older adults, a disorder that undermines the quality of sleep and makes every step a potential torment. What if we told you that there is a simple and natural way to say goodbye to these night torments and to strengthen your legs? What if we told you that it is possible to rediscover the joy of moving freely and without pain, improving the health of the elderly? Stay with us, because thanks to a Zen story of Buddhist wisdom, a Buddhist healing monk will reveal the 3 best foods for a more serene and active life, helping you prevent leg cramps. And listen carefully to his words, because in them lies an age-old wisdom capable of transforming your well-being. Thanks to the precious Buddhist advice imbued with spirituality, you can say goodbye to leg cramps. But before you go any further, please like the video and share it with people you think would benefit greatly from it, especially those who suffer from leg cramps and want to strengthen their legs. The morning sun filtered gently through the paper windows of the Buddhist temple, illuminating the dust dancing in the still air. A subtle scent of incense mingled with the fresh aroma of lotus flowers in the water of the small pond in the courtyard. Monks in saffron robes moved silently, pursuing their morning practices. In the main hall, a group of elderly people had gathered, sitting on meditation cushions, their faces lined with the wrinkles of time and the stories of a life lived. They had come to seek wisdom and comfort from the venerable old monk, whose name was known far and wide for his profound understanding of the mind, body, and spirit. The monk, his face serene and his eyes shining with gentle Buddhist wisdom, sat down before them. His posture was erect but relaxed, his hands clasped in a gesture of peace. After a moment of contemplative silence, he began to speak, his calm, melodious voice filling the room. "Dear friends, you have come here today carrying with you the burden of a common ailment, a pain that often afflicts the advanced years, leg cramps. This sudden, painful stiffening of the muscles can disturb sleep, make movement difficult, and obscure the joy of a quiet walk in the garden. I have listened carefully to your stories, and I understand your suffering." The monk paused, his benevolent gaze sweeping over each of those present. In the Buddhist path, we learn that suffering is an inevitable part of existence. However, we also learn that we can alleviate this suffering through understanding and practice. Today, I will not offer you a magic formula or an instant remedy, but rather a simple guide rooted in Buddhist wisdom and knowledge of our bodies. I will tell you about 3 gifts of nature, 3 foods that can become your allies in preventing these painful cramps and in strengthening your legs, allowing you to move with greater agility and serenity. A faint murmur of interest spread among the elders. The monk smiled softly and continued. "The first of these gifts is humble yet powerful, the egg. It may surprise you to hear it, but in this little treasure chest of life lies a wealth of nutrients essential to the health of our muscles and nerves. Think of your muscles as a temple, a sacred place that allows you to interact with the world. Just as a temple needs a solid foundation and resistant materials, so your muscles need protein to repair themselves and stay strong." The monk explained how eggs were a complete source of protein, containing all the essential amino acids, the building blocks for building and repairing muscle fibers. He spoke about sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass, which makes older people more vulnerable to cramps and weakness. "Eggs," she said, "can help you rebuild these fibers, reducing fatigue and improving the efficiency with which your muscles contract and relax, thus decreasing the frequency of those painful cramps." Then the monk dwelt on the importance of vitamin D, another treasure hidden in egg yolks. Vitamin D is like sunshine for your bones and muscles. It helps your body absorb calcium, a mineral crucial for muscle contraction. Many older adults spend less time outdoors, limiting their exposure to sunlight, the main source of vitamin D. Eating eggs regularly can help you maintain optimal levels of this vitamin, reducing the risk of cramps and weakness. Finally, the monk spoke about vitamin B12, an essential nutrient for nerve health. Your nerves are like the body's messengers, transmitting signals between your brain and your muscles. When B12 levels are low, these signals can be disrupted, leading to spasms, tingling, and cramps. Eggs are a good source of B12 and choline, which work together to protect your nerves, ensuring smooth communication with your muscles and preventing cramps related to nerve problems. The monk advised eating eggs regularly, at least 7 a week, adapting the quantity to one's needs and consulting a doctor in case of particular health conditions. Remember, he said, that over the years we have been led to view eggs with fear, but in reality, we have understood that eating them is healthy. Then the monk moved on to the second gift of nature, the banana. This fruit with a gentle shape, he said, holding a ripe banana in his hands, is a real panacea for our muscles thanks to its richness in potassium and magnesium. He explained how potassium was an essential mineral for muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and fluid balance in the body. When potassium levels get too low, he warned, your muscles become more prone to spasms and cramps. Bananas are one of the best natural sources of potassium, helping you maintain proper levels to regulate muscle contractions and prevent spasms. The monk also spoke about magnesium, another mineral essential for muscle relaxation and nerve function. Magnesium helps reduce muscle excitability, preventing those sudden cramps that wake you up at night. It also helps produce energy for muscle contractions and regulates the balance of calcium and potassium, which is essential for proper muscle function. He recommended eating 1 or 2 bananas a day to help reduce the frequency of muscle cramps, especially nighttime ones, which are often linked to electrolyte imbalances. A banana eaten a couple of hours before bed, he suggested, can help relax muscles and prevent nighttime cramps, promoting a more restful sleep. Finally, the monk mentioned the vitamin B6 found in bananas, which contributes to nervous system health and muscle recovery. This vitamin helps regulate neurotransmitters that control muscle movement and reduces inflammation, helping muscles recover faster after exercise. The monk stressed the importance of combining banana consumption with proper hydration, drinking at least 6 to 8 glasses of water a day. Remember, he said, water is the lifeblood of our bodies, essential for maintaining fluid balance and preventing cramps related to dehydration. Finally, he presented nature's third gift, a handful of nuts and seeds. These little treasures, he said, showing a mix of almonds, pumpkin seeds, and cashews, are packed with magnesium, potassium, protein, and healthy fats, all nutrients that support our muscle health and prevent cramps. He explained how nuts and seeds were excellent sources of magnesium, which is often lacking in the diets of older adults, making them more prone to cramps. A small handful of nuts a day, he advised, can help restore magnesium levels and keep muscles relaxed and healthy. The monk also highlighted the potassium content in certain nuts and seeds, such as pistachios and almonds, which are important for electrolyte balance and the prevention of cramps, especially after physical activity. Nuts and seeds, he said, are great for replacing electrolytes lost through sweat, which helps with muscle recovery and prevents cramps. He focused on the healthy fats found in nuts and seeds, such as omega-3 fatty acids and monounsaturated fats, which reduce muscle inflammation and improve blood circulation, ensuring that muscles get enough oxygen and nutrients. Good circulation, he explained, is essential for preventing leg cramps, especially those at night. The monk concluded by emphasizing how regular consumption of nuts and seeds can help reduce chronic inflammation, a contributing factor to muscle fatigue and cramps. Nuts and seeds contain antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that reduce oxidative stress in the muscles, promoting faster recovery and preventing frequent cramps. He recommended consuming a small handful of nuts a day, about 20 almonds or 2 tablespoons of seeds, preferably raw and unsalted, to get the most benefits without side effects. You can add them to your meals, salads, or have them as a snack, he suggested. The monk became serious again, his gaze piercing but gentle. Dear friends, I have told you about 3 simple foods that nature generously provides us. By regularly integrating eggs, bananas, nuts, and seeds into your diet, you can make a big step forward in preventing painful leg cramps and strengthening your muscles. Remember, the health of the body is closely linked to the health of the mind and spirit. By taking care of your body, you also cultivate inner serenity and joy in life." Then he paused, letting his words sink into the hearts of the elders. Then, with a warm smile, he added, "And if you take this wisdom with you and put it into practice, you will notice a significant change in your health and well-being. But the real reward is not just the disappearance of cramps, but the newfound freedom of movement, the ability to fully enjoy every moment of your precious life." Then, looking everyone in the eye, he clasped his hands in a gesture of blessing and added, "May peace and health be with you always."